Alright, what's up YouTube? We are live streaming on Instagram right now during our Q&A show. So this is what we do typically weekdays at 11 a.m. What's up Instagram? Instagram's populating. IG, we're also streaming this on YouTube for our YouTube channel. RonnieMan85, what's up bro? Geek, Datarack, what up? Matt J, what? Yo! Grew all are Ajay. Mike, you are awesome. You are awesome, young lady. Leroy Carr. No, you are a beast, sir. Jay Wharton, Dolce, I need help losing weight. Well, what are you doing for yourself first and foremost? That's the question. Give me more specifics. Dolce, do you use creatine? I will use creatine from time to time, but truly, creatine is best used, in our opinion, in 3-week cycles, no more than 3 months apart. You get more benefit that way. Now, we do have athletes that stay on creatine year-round, CrossFit competitors and whatnot, and typically they take a maintenance load of 5 grams per day. So outside of that, creatine works. It does work for most people. What else do we have? So, Pablo PM77. Favorite time of the day. Last week of 3 weeks of shredded, already lost 10 kilos total. Boom! That's over 22 pounds down on 3 weeks of shredded. That's our online diet and exercise program at thedolcediet.com. Boom, Pablo, I'm proud of you. Luke, Kenneth Wolf, what's up, man? James Ferguson, what's good, yo? Sven Blum, what's up, Steve? How you doing, homie? Good to see you. Where you at, man? You're not in the office today. What's up? Said Magomed, hello. Ron Butler, respect, yo. Tatter, hey girl. Oksana, hey Dolce. How to understand how many calories I have to eat? Well, this goes, you can look at this in a few different ways. When you first start working with us, we say don't worry about calories, don't worry about your intake. The most important aspect of nutrition is the quality of foods you're eating. We're looking for nutrient-dense foods. Now, the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, no surprise, are foods that are actually provided by the planet. We call these earth-grown nutrients real foods. So step one of the Dolce diet, Oksana, is to eat only real food. Get rid of all the packaged, all the processed foods. Nothing. We say don't eat anything that isn't homemade and hand-prepared by you or by someone that you trust. We want natural whole food ingredients. Now with that, we move on to step two. Step two is we eat every 2 to 4 hours. Now some people say, well, why do you have to eat every 2 to 4 hours? That's multiple meals a day is just as effective from a total caloric standpoint as 3 meals a day. Why eat 6 when you can just eat 3? That's fine, and let me explain why. Because if I know I can eat again in 2 hours by design, I'm less tempted to overeat in this meal. And we're also talking about psychology and human behavior, because truly, you can go on Google right now and you can find a good diet program. Every single person watching this knows what they should and shouldn't be eating. Why is 2/3 of the population overweight or obese? Why will 2 out of 3 people die of lifestyle-related illness? It all comes down to behavior. So part of the Dolce diet principles takes human behavior into consideration. Now, if we're only eating real food and we're eating every 2 to 4 hours, we take the next layer based upon activity. Now we're more mindful. Are you recovering from what you just did the last 2 to 4 hours of energy expenditure and exertion? Are you finding a meal to recover from that? Or are you fueling and preparing for the next 2 to 4 hour block of energy exertion? Are you sitting in a computer typing all day? Are you laying on your couch watching the Super Bowl? Or are you in the gym hitting a high-intensity interval training workout? With that in mind, you become mindful of your food selections of what you're eating, again knowing that you can eat again after that in 2 to 4 hours. So we eat real food, earth-grown nutrients, every 2 to 4 hours based upon activity. And the last piece is we eat until we're satisfied, not until we're full. What does that mean? We're not eating until our pants bust. We're not gorging ourselves until we fall into a coma. We're eating enough food to satiate our hunger, to supply us with the vital nutrients to recover from that last 2 to 4 hour bout of energy exertion, and or to prepare for the next 2 to 4 hours of energy exertion. We don't need to overwhelm our digestive system with a surplus of food, a surplus of calories. We're allowing our digestive system to optimally break down and absorb the nutrients that we're consuming. We can eat again in 2 to 4 hours, so what's the rush? You don't need that plate of seconds or thirds or fourths. So we're eating real food every 2 to 4 hours based upon activity until we're satisfied, not until we're full. Oksana, hopefully that helps. Now that's the first 80%. Once you're doing that, and you're doing that for 3 months minimum, 6 months ideally, then we can really start to get more precise with your total caloric intake. We can start to play with your macronutrient, which is your protein, your fat, your carbohydrates, and we throw fiber in there. We can start playing with your macronutrients, and then we can really curate very, very specific responses. Now here with the Dolce Diet and Fitness, we want to see blood work. All of our clients, the vast majority of our clients, we ask them to supply us with recent blood work so we can look for any sort of imbalances, any sort of deficiencies. Once we can analyze deficiencies, we can become more diligent in our prescription of food sources because we want to fulfill any deficiencies, any imbalances. We want to bring them up optimally first, and then we can focus more on calories and macronutrients, all the kind of the bodybuilder stuff. The bodybuilding, and I'm a fan of bodybuilding, so I'm not hating, but I should say the Insta coach, the template coaches out there. They just care about calories and macros. They don't care about your health or wellness. They don't even understand that. They don't focus on the micronutrients. They don't get that. They're telling you to eat Pop-Tarts and Snickers bars and ice cream to get your carbohydrate content. It makes absolutely no sense. So Oksana, hopefully that helps. Lizzie Bolts, thank you for being such a motivation. You rock, Lizzie. Thank you. You rock, young lady. Ronnie Man drank some water with Himalayan sea salt, lemon, and honey. The Dolce rehydration drink. Good job, Ronnie. Kyle Dawkins, making egg scramble as we speak. 2 weeks from my fight. Boom, Kyle, get it done, man. Cutting weight for an MMA competition. Stud. Marco Perez, Dolce is the GOAT. I appreciate that. I don't know, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Jay Wharton, 82. I'm doing cardio every day and trying to cut down on food. Okay, well, let's make sure we're tempered in our approach. Let's pull back and take a periodized look at your training program. What's your goal? Remember, goals are very important. What's your 3-month goal? And then what's your 3-week goal? And then what do you need to do today to achieve that 3-week goal? So really make sure you're setting your goals. You're not just mindlessly training hard and eating less. Leroy Carr, why just use purified? Well, I'm assuming you're talking about purified water. We want to make sure that we're getting clean water sources, right? Free of contaminants. And there's many, you just look at what's happening in is it Flint or Detroit with the terrible water sources. That's here in the United States, a first world nation, one of the most advanced nations on the planet. And the water sources here are terrible, municipal water sources. So you need to make sure you have a higher level of purified water, purified sources. I'm not a big fan of plastic bottled water, truly. I prefer filtration devices. Early on, I used a Berkey device, which is a countertop device that has multiple layers of purification and charcoal filters. We've moved on to a different, much more advanced, under-the-counter purified system. And then everybody out there in YouTube, I appreciate you guys being on. This is just a little snippet of our Instagram Live, our live Q&As. Hopefully this was helpful. Make sure you check us out on social, Instagram at The Dolce Diet, Twitter at The Dolce Diet, Facebook at The Dolce Diet. And I'll be talking to you guys soon on YouTube. Boom.